Jessica Deane with AIM Transportation Solutions. I'm here today to talk with a new customer to our integrated logistics division, Jade Sterling Steel. We actually have the CFO, Matt Griswold, on the line. Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon, Jessica.
One of the industries AIM has the most experience with is steel. So we were beyond thrilled to partner with Jade Sterling. They're headquartered in Northeast Ohio, just like AIM, and they're a perfect fit for our integrated division, which provides a customized supply chain partnership to each of our customers. It's not just a truck. It's not just a truck and a driver. It's truly a collaboration where we're working together to ensure the distribution function of a business is efficient and supporting profitability. Matt, thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit about Jade Sterling, what the company does and its history?
Sure. Jade Sterling's headquartered in Twinsburg, Ohio. We have warehouses in Aurora and in the Chicago area. We distribute steel bar and wire basically throughout the entire United States. We've been around since 1965, and I think that's pretty much it for now. How's that?
That's awesome. And again, a great partnership for AIM. We're based out of the same area, a longstanding company, and a lot of parallels between the two. So Jade Sterling participated in AIM Integrated's test drive program. It's a try it before you buy it option we occasionally offer. And from this, we ended up locking in a longer term agreement. Can you tell us how the test drive program went?
Sure. Well, first of all, obviously this was a big jump. The company itself has, since its inception, used brokers to get our trucks. Obviously there's some downside to having brokers and not having your own trucks, but this is a pretty big leap. And so what we were trying to do is kind of find a hybrid. So what was nice about the trial is we didn't know what we didn't know. So being able to go through the trial and see the good and obviously see what bad might be out there before locking into a longer term deal definitely gave us comfort that we could sign a long-term deal knowing that we know what we're going to get. Absolutely.
Always good to kind of dip your toe in the water before you jump in. So we're really glad we were able to offer you guys that option. So is that how you fully manage your distribution other than using AIM's dedicated solution as you're all carriers?
Well, we have 3 internal traffic people that manage all of our trucks, or all of our work with all our brokers, and some trucking companies come direct to us. So that's how we manage all of our distribution. But at times that can become difficult, especially when you're at a truck. There's constantly trucks either late or can't make it all, and we're making promises to our customers, and then we can't fulfill our promises to our customers. And unfortunately, many of those instances is completely out of our hands because we're relying upon trucks that really we have no control over.
Yeah, and we're hearing a lot of that. Do you think with the way that the supply chain is kind of changing and developing all these different abnormalities and capacity is tightening, is that affecting your business?
Well, I mean, I think we agreed to do this about a year ago when we started the first truck. And while it was tightening up a little bit then, obviously, February, March, first, second quarter of 2021, trucking has become a whole different ballgame. So adding the second truck in the second quarter, that has just given us a nice advantage, and I'm sure we'll get into it, but we're just about to add a third.
Wonderful. So how has the solution you worked out with AIM, how's it been received by your customers, generally speaking?
Well, I would say that's probably been the single biggest plus. I mean, I can go through a number of pluses, but when we can send the same driver into a customer who knows what the customer likes and doesn't like, and they recognize the face every time, it makes a big difference, especially at some of our processors too. When we take steel in there, if they know the guy, they're much more likely to get them in and out, which just means we're shipping more steel that day. That has been a major plus. And frankly, I don't think that we expected, I don't think we knew how positive a reaction we would get from our customers, but our customers absolutely love seeing the same face every time from Jade. And basically, they just become an extension of our company. I mean, we have them in Jade hats and Jade shirts, and for, for what the customer knows, they're just an employee of Jade.
That's wonderful answer. That's exactly, we want to create consistency and high levels of customer service for our customers. So that's what you can pass on to your customers. So I'm happy we're hitting our mark with that. What would you say are the other advantages you've seen since you started the dedicated solution with AIM?
Well, I mean, you obviously, there's a consistent cost to it. So we know what we're spending on our truck. And the more efficient we are with our lanes, the better we get bang for our buck on what we're spending. Again, it's like we have another employee or employees at Jade. So those people become kind of almost a part of the family. So that's a nice piece. The other piece that we didn't necessarily think about, but has been important, is we're loading steel early in the morning, and many times we're waiting for that broker to get their truck in here first thing in the morning. Well, we're reliant upon them being able to unload whatever they were trucking yesterday at the customer last night. So many times we'll have a truck being late the next morning, which throws off the whole day because you're not loading when you expect it to. Well, now our AIM trucks are parked in our facility, and our warehouse can load those trucks up, and they are gone and out the door basically before I know I'm even in the office. So you're already starting your day off much better than waiting for those other trucks to get in here. So that, I don't think we realized how great that would be, because boy, getting two trucks right out of the door, right from the get-go and on their way to the customer is it's great for the warehouse, and it works out great because that means they're probably at the customer early, which means they can probably get back and sometimes get to one of our mills or something, or get to another local customer. And that's what we've been using our trucks for, all local runs so far. I do know that we will be in some discussions with AIM about longer overnight runs as well. So
great. Well, I guess the final question I have for you is, would you recommend AIM as a partner to potential shippers who could be struggling with their driver capacity, managing their risk, or just their general operating costs?
yeah, absolutely. If you know, especially that you have consistent runs, obviously there's day trucks and there's overnight trucks, but as long as you know that you have a consistent use for that truck day in and day out, it's a great way to have control over some of your distribution. I mean, we hope to continue to grow this. We think it's working really well. I mean, I would be surprised if we don't add a few more in 2022, just because it's worked out so well. I think if you have inconsistent runs where you could potentially have your truck sitting for a couple days, that might be something you want to rethink. But then again, I know I've had conversations with people inside AIM. Sometimes they can work even around that, and help out with other customers. I know that if there was a customer out there that said, hey, I can only use it 2 days a week, but Jade, you could use it the other 3, I'd love to hear that, because we could always use additional trucking. Yeah, and we're definitely all about
matching the solution with the customer need and figuring out ways to make things that shouldn't fit together. So I really appreciate, Matt, your time today chatting with me. And this has been a great time to get to kind of hear about what Jade's doing and hear about how AIM's helping out. So I look forward to watching the partnership between AIM and Jade Sterling continue to grow. To all of you business managers out there, as the driver shortage continues to increase, many companies are recognizing that a dedicated fleet is worth exploring. Please reach out to us if you'd like more information. Thank you, Matt. Hope you have a wonderful day.
You're welcome. Thanks, Jessica.
Thank you.